Facebook, Instagram. What is up? Back again, your boy, your coach, George Caliarosis, West Bend, Wisconsin, A1 CrossFit, hitting up these circus dumbbells on this day. My feeling was to go for a triple on this day, and I kind of had an idea about 120 pounds of circus dumbbell because my circus dumbbell is not good. I need to hit some reps with it, need to practice with it, but the only way to really get good as a circus dumbbell is to kind of just hit the heavier weights because you need to understand how to lock and tighten up the body. Because if the weight's too light, you could just push press it or kind of cheat, but when the weight gets heavy, you got to make sure you're all dialed in. So I ended up with 125 at the end of this for a good set of 3 on each arm and then a bad set of 3 on each arm. And kind of called it a day after that. I was hitting some pretty good reps on the way up, but my left knee was bugging me, and you'll see that I'm kind of just pushing off my right knee, my right side. And when I go to catch it in that quarter squat, I try to bounce right back up, or I try not to bend my left knee too much or at all, and it's really throwing my balance off. It's making me kick my hip out. I'm catching it with the side of my body instead of being stable. So that's kind of an issue. And working on, I don't know, just getting better, man. Try not to die when a circus dumbbell comes down and hits you in the neck. It's really a good idea to get a mouth guard for these. I figured out kind of where to put my elbow a little bit better. I had it way out to the side, like parallel to my back basically, but what I figured out was that just a little bit canted, let's see, almost died. You can see just a little bit canted to the front is really where I need to have it. So check the floor, make sure it was all good. It was all good. Just having my elbow a little bit to the front, not super in front, not super behind, just kind of relaxed, and it really forces me to kind of tighten my arm up, tighten my shoulder up, and it feels like a much better press, and then I can actually use my shoulder in the press to push that weight into place a little bit better, which you'll see maybe here. I don't remember. Sort of, not really. Couldn't lock it out. And then, yeah, starting to get tired. It starts sucking when you're like a little bit tired with the fucking circus dumbbell because you need your whole body to be active. It's not like you can really just rest anywhere. So while that dumbbell's on the shoulder, it's a ton of fucking work just to keep using it. So it's super frustrating. You gotta get your body tight, you gotta be awake, you gotta be alert, you gotta be full of calories, you gotta be explosive. You gotta have that good leg drive through the heels to drive the dumbbell straight up. It's my buddy Reagan pulling the sled without any shoes on for some reason. I think that would hurt like hell, but apparently he just wanted to do it. So I'm like, all right, man, go ahead. And I recorded him. He's all right. He's only like 140, 150 pounds, something like that. So he's pretty strong for his body weight and for his age. He's an older dude. No, it doesn't seem like it sometimes, but. And then Gigi and I were working on some of these arm over arm sleds with a 2-inch rope, trying to get my grip used to that a little bit because I think that's what it's going to be at Nationals. I was pretty sure. Now I'm not sure. I don't know why. But here's Gigi just working. She's keeping up with me. I'm like, you want to go up? She goes, yep. I'm like, okay. I love Gigi. She's awesome. She's one of my favorites. So she's just grinding through some sled pulls here. She's wearing that Canada shirt, though. I don't know why. It's ain't Canada. It's ain't, yuck. Canada. Who wants free health care in college? Yuck. Want to pay over too much money for everything. She's still going, though. She's awesome. Oop. And then I hit, what did I hit here? I don't know, I hit some weight. I wasn't planning on hitting like any PR or anything today. Just kind of wanted to practice a little bit, get things working, get things moving. I was pretty tired on this day. It's coming down to the last week of training, which I'm usually always pretty tired on. So I just wanted to get some work in. See my shoes slipping. But it's all good. Went outside, played with the new tire. It's really hard to drive off that left knee still, so I'm kind of using only one leg. But it was not an excuse, and this tire, though, just fucking kicked my ass today on this day. Just brutal. I don't really know why. It's like I didn't have good hip hop with it. I couldn't stand up fast enough to kind of get the tire to do what I wanted it to do. You can see I'm kind of using a sumo stance, which does make a big difference because if your hands are out wider, it's going to bring it up a little bit higher on your body, which is going to make it a little bit easier to get underneath, which is then going to make it easier to flip. So I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do for reps or anything on this day. I just wanted to, again, just get some work in, kind of play with the tire like I used to. And I don't know, I probably got like 10, 12, 13 reps in, something like that. Not a ton, but just enough. And then I wanted to practice some yoke. So I hit a few rounds at 460-ish, 450-ish, something like that, 460 I think. And then, I don't know, went to 500 at the end of it. But you can see I got that tape on the bar now because I'm shirtless, so this helps it a lot to not slip around. I think people are going to really like this when we start using it in the special strength shop. As this, they'll really have a better feeling for it, especially some of the females who don't really have traps. They always get the yoke slipping down their back, and you know, being able to pull the uprights tight against you is part of doing a yoke, but at the same time, if you just don't understand it yet, you might just want to tape up the bar a little bit. So that's what I did on this day. You can see my fucking traps don't have a problem holding it up, but it was still slipping because it was about 90 degrees out by 11 o'clock in the morning and probably 80 and 90% humidity. I was dying. I had to pull the Harley in and everything. So anyway, this is my 315 front squat. On this day, I wanted to max effort front squat. I just did Murph. This was Tuesday. So on Monday, we did Murph. Sunday was Strongman. Tuesdays are front squats. Max effort front squat on this day because I had never done it before. So I went up and with Colin here kind of guiding me through it, I went like 350, 365, 375, and then finally finished around 385. You can see my form, I don't know why, my form doesn't really break down until about 375. My back stays pretty tight the whole time. I'm down and up with it, and it doesn't really matter, but I was super excited about this actually because I had never done a max effort front squat, and everything kind of felt good on this day. Everything was clicking, nothing really hurt, even my knee was only hurting just a little bit. But yeah, man, that was cool. I was happy. I was pretty ecstatic about it. I'm pretty sure I could get to 400 pretty soon. I'm not going to try to chase it at the same time. I'm probably going to chase it. I want to do more front squats though because I want to get back a little bit. The safety squat bar is really good. See?
Come on, George! Yeah!
Done. So everyone went pretty happy for me, which was really exciting because when there's energy like that in the gym, it makes things a lot easier because it's just kind of like Goku. You give him your energy, and then he can make a spirit bomb, and then it just makes things a lot easier. So I hit these rep front squats. I tried 225, but my knee wasn't having it, so I just went down to 185. I hit some reps, 8, 10 reps, something like that. And then glute ham raises and heavy sleds, moderate sleds, not heavy sleds, moderate sleds. And then I called it a day because I wanted to stretch my quads out a little bit and get things moving again. So with these glute ham raises, you can see I'm just bending at the knee. I'm not trying to extend my back super hard. It does happen a little bit, trying to get a little bit of momentum out of the bottom of the stretch there. But it's all good because you know it's your whole body. You should know how to use your whole body as a whole piece of equipment and not just how to use your hamstrings or how to use your calves. It should all be connected, especially the posterior chain. Sprinting is a severe post chain. Geez, what am I saying? Is severely a posterior chain dominant movement and not so much to do with the quads. Uh, and this kind of mimics a sprinting pattern, believe it or not, because the way you have to bend your knee and kind of drive your heels into the pads. So the sleds, and then more glute ham raises. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your patronage. Make sure you come check us out, A1 CrossFit. I'll be leaving next Wednesday for some business stuff. And otherwise, take care, comb your hair.